9. Let's get rolling right away. We are back with Algebra 1, but this time we're going to be looking at word problems with linear equations. So we're going to start with a warm-up, simple and easy word problem. So this says the sum of 3 consecutive numbers is 276. Find the numbers. So over here, always underline the keyword so it can help you better. So the sum means addition of 3 consecutive numbers. So which means that it's going to be 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4 or something like that, which is consecutive. This is equal to 276. So now we know that 276 is going to be on our right side. So we have to find out what's going to be on our left side, the actual problem. So for this one, my trick is to always take these consecutive numbers as x. So first I'm going to write first number equal x. So since it's consecutive, it's going to be x plus 1, and x plus 2. So for example, if you have 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3. So 1, 2, 3, like that. So the second number is going to be x plus 1. The third number is going to be x plus 2. So always I put these brackets at the end of your numbers, x plus 1 and x plus 2 to get full marks. So now we are going to equal all of these to 276. And since this says sum, we are going to add these 3 together and equal them to 276. So it's going to be like x plus 2 plus x plus 3 equals, it's x plus 1 plus x plus 2 equals 276. So now we can combine the like terms. I'm going to circle all of my x's and square all of my little numbers. So x plus x is 3x plus 1 plus 2 is 3 equaling 276. So now we solve it as normal. 3x equals 273. So 3 times 9 is 27 and 3 times 1 is 3. 91. So this is a little bit of extra tips. For example, if they ask find 3 consecutive even numbers, so make x plus 2 and x plus 4. Because as you see in this example, I took 2 as my first number and I got 2. And 2 plus 2 is 4 and 2 plus 4 is 6. 2, 4, and 6 are consecutive even numbers. So that's why you have to use this kind of formula when they say consecutive even numbers. For consecutive odd numbers, you might think that you have to use x plus 1 plus x plus 3, but it is not. It is still x plus 2 plus x plus 4. Because as you can see in this example, when I take x as 3, 3 plus 2, and 3 plus 4, you get 3, 5, and 7, which are consecutive odd numbers. For example, if we take this, it's going to be 3 plus 1 is 4, and then 3 plus 3 is 6, which is not consecutive, it's just random numbers. 1, 4, and 6 are random. But if you take this one, even for odd numbers, you can get this consecutive odd number. That is why we use only this for odd and even. Not this. We never use this except for special occasions when they ask us to.
Must have been cat.
So this is our example 2. The sum of 2 numbers is 50. The second number is 5 times the first. Find the number. So of course, we first underline the keyword. Sum means add 2 numbers. So there are going to be 2 numbers. Is will be equal to. So we know that 50 is going to be on our right side. So I'm going to write that over here. So we can move it. The second number is 5 times. So it's going to be multiplication. The first. Find the number. This is the special case I was talking about. For this one, we won't use x plus 1 or something like that. We use whatever they told us to do. So the first number will be x, of course. The second number will not be x plus 1 or something. It's going to be 5x because it's 5 times the first. 5 times the x. You can write it as 5 times x, or you can simply write it as 5x. I will always prefer this because this will be more easier to deal with. So now we are going to write this. We'll just solve it. So it's going to be sum. So we're going to add both of the numbers. X plus 5x will be equal to 50. So now this is going to be 6x equal to 50 by 6 by 6 will equal 50 by 6. You can leave it like this, or you can turn it into a mixed fraction, which is going to be 8 1/3. So now this is the first numbers, but they say find the numbers. So this is like numbers. So we're going to find two of the numbers. The first number is this. The second number is 5 times this. So we have to times this by 5. 5x is equal to 8 1/3 times 5 is going to give you 41 2/3, if I'm not wrong. And these two are going to be your answers. You can just write these on your final as your final answer, and we are giving 4 marks for these two. But don't forget, if you have to find the numbers, you have to find both of them and not just stop with x. So this is our example 3. If AB is a straight line, find x. So here's the diagram. So A and B is a straight line, and over here they have given angles, and that should give you a clue that these things are angles. These numbers are angles. So A and B is a straight line, and we always know that a straight line equals 180 degrees. So this is what we're going to equal it to. So if we add these three, it's going to become 180. So we have to add x plus 4x plus 3x plus 20 to get 180. So we'll be doing that now. So it's going to be x plus 4x plus 3x plus 20 equaling 180. So now we just solve it as normal. We'll circle all the right terms first. It's going to be x plus 4x is 5x. 5x plus 3x is 8x. Plus 20 because 20 is the only number there. So I'm going to subtract 20 from both sides. And I'm going to get 160 equals 8x by 8 by 8. X is equal to 160 by 8 will be 20 degrees. Always remember the unit. In this case, it's a degree. This will be your final answer. So over here, it's just like find x. They didn't say find the angle, so you just have to stop over here. So this is more of a harder question. So this says David's mass is 5 kg less than John, who is 8 kg lighter than Paul. If their total mass is 197, how heavy is each person? So I'm gonna underline the key terms. 5 kg less than, so it's going to be 5 minus him, who is 8 kg lighter. It's going to be 8 minus Paul. Paul, and the total mass is will be equal to 197. So we know that 197 is going to be on the right side. How heavy is each person? So we have to find how heavy is each person. So in this case, it is very confusing, but first we'll look at Paul. Paul is not lighter than any of them, and nothing is given for Paul. So we're going to take Paul as x. And now we're going to start in reverse order. John. So John is going to be x minus 8 because Paul's weight minus 8 is going to be John. Not 8 minus Paul's weight because that will be your negative numbers. So it's Paul minus 8 John's weight. So it's going to be x minus 8. So whatever, how much ever Paul weighs minus 8 is going to be John. And now David is a bit tricky. So over here it says 5 kg less than John. So John is not x, he's x minus 8. It's going to be x minus 8, John's weight minus 5, the whole minus 5. Because this is John's weight minus 5 is David, not Paul's weight minus 5. Just put x minus 5, it's going to be Paul's weight minus 5 is going to be David, which is wrong. That's why you have to always be careful over here. It is John's weight, not Paul's weight. here I wrote it a bit smaller so we have a lot of space to do the math. So this is Paul, this is John, and this whole thing is David. So now it says if they told the total mass, so we add all of their weight together, it equals 197. So we know that we have to add all of these to get 197. So let's do that. So it'll be x plus x minus 8 plus x minus 8 minus 5. It's going to equal 197. So now all we do is we do it normally. So first I'm going to take this 5 out. I'm going to add 5 to both sides to get it out of the way so it doesn't get any more confusing. Plus 5 plus 5. And it's going to be equal to 202 equals x plus x minus 8 plus x minus 8. So now I'll combine like terms. Square. So x plus x is 3x minus 8 minus 8, it's going to be minus 16 equal to 102. So I'm going to add 16 to both sides to cancel these two out. And I'm going to get 218 equaling 3x by 3 by 3. And you are going to get a decimal number. So x will be equal to, I'm using my calculator, 72.7. So you can also write this as mixed fraction or improper fraction, but I'm going to leave it like this. But they have not only asked for find x, they have asked to find all of these each person's weight. So I'm going to make some room over here. So x is Paul. So Paul will equal 72.7, and John will equal 72.7 minus 8, which is going to give you 64.7. And David is going to be 59.7. That will be your final answer. The long answer is your final answer. So this is your TIY. The first question is, the sum of 3 consecutive odd numbers is 177. Find the numbers. So the keyword over here is odd numbers, is, and sum. So this is the second question of your TIY. So it is, the width of the rectangle is 1/3 of the length. The perimeter is 96 centimeters. Find the width. The key terms over here are is 1/3 and of width and length. And perimeter. So the third question for TIY is, the 3 angles in the triangle are in the ratio 3:4:5. Find them. So triangle, all the angles of the triangle equals 180 degrees. So that should give you a little bit of hint. The fourth and final question is, a tennis racket costs $12 more than a hockey stick. If the price of the two is tennis racket and hockey stick is $31, find the cost of the tennis racket. So over here, the importance term over here is tennis racket. So we only have to find the answer for tennis racket, not both. And other key terms are more than, and is, and price, total price. So the cost. The end unit is dollars. So this is your final question. This is my grandpa here to also support my video. So if you did those DIY and I recommend doing them, please comment in the comment box below so I'll be able to give you the right answer. And if you have any more hard questions in this subtopic, comment in the comment box below again so I'll be able to reply as soon as possible.
Hi, this is my granddaughter and I request you to Hi, this is my granddaughter's video. If you like it, please share. Hi, this is my granddaughter's video. If you like it, please share and subscribe. Bye bye.
Bye!